Alright, what's up, guys? Good morning. It's going to be an interesting day in the market, I think. There's not a ton of PR in the penny stock world. A lot of the PR is in the mid cap, so I have several mid caps on my watch list here, but I think there's definitely going to be, good morning, One Life. I think there's definitely going to be some fear in the market after everybody is nervous right now because of the SPY continually dropping. Though we haven't dropped that much. We had nice two red days so far. And it's trying to hold up its support right now, but there is a lot of fear. You got old Jerome Powell talking crazy. Saying that everything's crazy. BPMX. I'm gonna put this on my watch list. Let's see if maybe it climbs to $1 later. That's the thing. Let's see. Dollar's definitely going to be some resistance. And some at $1.05 and then some at $1.18. So I don't know, but let's see. POA coming back up here. POAI anyway. Got this little trend line you can draw right on this guy. Unless it cracks the trend line here. Hey, there you go. Good job, Cricket. ALT. ALT. Pretty nice gap up so far. Going straight up right at the moment. Okie dokie, let's throw ALT up here. Nice push up so far. This looks like it's going to push up some more here. Yeah, there it goes. Boom, boom. I don't want to. I'm trying not to jump in anything real quick at the moment. AIM's okay for now. You're gonna have some pretty strong resistance here at this height, 340, 347, 350. Do got some support at 3. Right through there. Let's see, and we got some resistance at this 330 area. So you can draw a line straight across there. Boom. See that resistance. So nothing yet on AIM. Nothing yet. This is coming up. But nothing quite yet. Get out of here. Let's see all that. Okay, we can take IMUX off. Let's see, GNUS starting to pop up. It's already moved to almost 30 cents so far, 25. Well, if you're in ALT. I'm going to give ALT a second here. Good bit of selling off here. Give that a second. See, GNUS popping all the way up almost to this 157 resistance that's right up here. A little bit probably at 160 as well, I would imagine. It's a big sell-off on ALT so far, all the way down to 480. Yeah, there's definitely some resistance at 160, but after that, pretty open. Just get halted. Ooh, got halted on the way down. Nasty. See, AIM starting to pop up here. Yeah, not at all. That's why I was waiting a little bit because it was just a little sketchy. I'm watching AIM to see if it's going to break out here, but I don't know if it's going to or not. It's had a lot of upper shadows up into this resistance. So let's see here. Kind of got some indecision right now what it wants to do. POA up to 150. Or POAI, so let's see, maybe the trend line's like this. We'll see, we'll come back to that. Yeah, so okay, AIM's not going to break out right now, so we can ignore that for a little bit. So where's this 50-day at? 163. You're in what? What are you in? Fingers crossed. I have not seen anything worth getting in yet, personally. You don't want to be in something and crossing your fingers. You're gambling. You don't want to be gambling. Let's see, is GNUS going to break out? Hmm. So I don't think GNUS is going to get it right now. Still might. Well, hold on. Let's see. We are building high. This is building higher lows here. Let's see what happens. But we're still below that resistance. We're not really even testing any of that resistance yet. Hmm. think this area, I think 5 was the entry maybe here on this. I'm waiting to see. I'm giving this a second. Let's see. Hold on. GNUS is starting to come back up with this resistance. I'm going on GNUS here. See if it can press through this resistance. It's getting bought up at this 160 area, so let's see if it starts pushing up. I think I should have waited a little bit longer. Let's see here. Let's give it a second. Which one's the candle close? A minute and a half. Yeah, I might have jumped the gun on this. Well, let's see. Let's give it a second. There we go. Starting to take out that 160. There we go. Pushing up over 160 now. See if this will break the high of day. If this breaks the high of day, I think we're all good here. It's looking pretty good. On the 1 minute, we just opened up above all that resistance. So all's next is the high of day. And let's see, while selling at 165, that gets broken down. We're pushing through the high of day. We're starting to move up. There we go. There we go. All right, good deal. So nice little price action there going on. Little bit of negotiations. Let's see if this can keep climbing up now. Little upper shadow there. I don't particularly like that, but that's alright. Let's see, this candle closes in 9 seconds. As long as we close above this 160 area, I think we're good. Yeah, nice, good, strong close. Candle opening up above this resistance. A little quick pullback. That's alright. I ain't worried about all that. Got some support here too. Right at the second. As long as this area holds up as support, this 160 area, we're making higher lows. So we're going to keep riding this as long as it's doing that. Let's see if we can break over that 173 high now. We might do it here in a second. There's some selling at 170, but they got taken out pretty quick. Not a big deal there. See, I mean, 175 could be some resistance, but I don't think it's that much. 165 was kind of the area. And after 170, should have room up to 190. Maybe 195. Let's see, we're almost pushing up to that high of day. See if we push through it. Looks like we might be pushing through it right here. Yeah, we're going to push through it right here. Nope, maybe. A lot more selling came back in at 173 again. That's alright. It's alright, as long as we're pushing. Keep hitting that 173. I think we break through 173. I think this is going to move up to the 190 area. Oh, there we go. We just pushed through it. Some selling at 175, but not that much. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Why not? We're building higher lows. We're just chugging along right now. I'm just in this stock, just reading this price action like it's nothing. I haven't looked at any indicators or anything. Isn't it a beautiful thing? So we just created a new high. My nose is running, which is unfortunate. Sorry. Trying not to have my nose running everywhere, but I can't help it. I'm in this trade, and there's nothing I can do about it right this second. So we'll figure that out in a second. A little pullback here. Shouldn't be too big a deal. If it is, then we just got to get out. That's all there is to it. There we go, pushing right through 175 again. So this little big buyer coming in. It's got some big old buyers hopping in on the bid. 10,000 shares. I just saw twice. There he is again. Hoping he's getting taken out pretty quick. Let's see, when's this candle close? This candle's got a minute to close. I like this candle to close over 175 because that's what we're still testing. Still testing that 175 resistance. We need to show people that it's all good. It's all good right here. A little support building right there, 168. Let's see. We got 20 seconds. I don't know if it's going to close up there or not. Okay, there we go. Good. That's still a good close. We're still getting some buyers coming in at 170 trying to hold it up. I want 168 to hold up, preferably. Oh, 160 didn't hold up, so I may have to get out here if 165 doesn't hold up. see. So buyers start pushing this back up or not. Whoops, whoa, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Don't do that. So actually, it's 165 is what needs to hold up. This needs to be as low as this goes. As long as the 165 holds up, I can keep holding this. Because if 165 holds up, then this is nothing but a healthy pullback. So that's all we got to worry about here. No, my nose is running. It's all rainy and stuff outside, so my nose is running. I didn't do any of that cocaine. I mean, I can't really run and blow my nose real quick in the middle of a trade. And I guess I could. I could set a stop loss real quick, I guess. But I hate stop losses. They always stop me out. And plus, it looks like we might be moving up here. Corona, yeah. It's the Corona. So we're trying to push back through that 175 now. And see, this candle's got 2 minutes to close. As long as we close over 165, we're good. It's starting to come back down, though. We need to push back over 170. Ooh, starting to get a little sketchy. We need some buyers. We need to see buyers start coming in, or I want to get out. See a lot of buyers coming in at 160 trying to hold this up. We still got a minute 15 for this candle to close. But if it doesn't, this is going to come back down. Yeah, it's starting to look like the sellers are winning this war. 165 really needs to hold up. $20 seconds for this to close over 165. If it doesn't, I'm probably getting out. This is looking real sketchy at the moment. Real sketchy. I'm going to try to give it a chance here, but I ain't going to give it much of a chance. I'm about to sell it. I'm about to get out. It's about to crack. Yeah, I'm about to get out right now. There we go. So, it couldn't break. I mean, it broke through that resistance, 180. You know, that was decent. If the support holds up, it still might have a chance, but it's cracked through several different levels of support that I don't like it doing. So, all right, give me just a second, guys. Okay. Yeah, I know it's being pumped, Daniel. I'm aware. I'm aware that it's being pumped. But I was looking for it to at least try to get up. See, where was 179 at? That was where the high was. 179. I mean, there's not. I mean, there's a little bit of resistance there. Maybe there's something back on the year before. If this support holds up, this still has a chance to keep coming up. I was looking for it to try to get to this 195 area. That was my profit target, at least 190. Couldn't quite get there, but it still might. See, anything else looking okay? Looking like possible trade? No. POAI is looking pretty ugly. FMCI selling off. IZEA, not really anything there. ALT. The pre-market after-hour resistance, yeah, this area here. That's what I'm saying. That's where I wanted to hold up for sure, that 157, but it kind of scared me out on that candle. But there were several places on the 1 minute, like you can see right there, it was trying to build some support, but that support didn't work out, so now I had to come all the way back down. And then that 160 area, which is back, where's it at? Somewhere like right here. Yeah, right through there. 162 area was some resistance, or was some support there for a while. And that didn't hold up. And then the 160 didn't hold up. So 157 was the last line of defense. So, I mean, I could have tried to hold through that, but it even cracked through 157. So, made me a little nervous. Yeah, it may be a fake out on the 5 minute. That's what I'm saying. It made me a little nervous. But it is holding up that bottom, the actual pre-market after-hour support like you were saying. It is holding that so far. So, I mean, we're still building higher lows on this, even though this came down to there. So, it's still possible it can move. But right now, oh, no, maybe not. See, still testing that support. It just felt, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little tricky. That, like up through here, it was nice and lovely. I felt like buyers had full control, and you can see they had full control. But I could see it all through there. I was like, oh yeah, this is nice. But then as soon as we hit 179, it started getting a little sketchy. And all the way down, it was just like the buyers were just not there to hold this up anywhere. So I mean, of course they're gonna come in right there at pre-market after hour high, but it is a close battle. But it is starting to try to hold up again here. Yeah, it's holding up. This is actually probably going to go up. You see both 5 minute candles actually closed above both of those lines. I think this is the candle to go on if you're thinking about going on this. Yeah. there anything else going on besides GNUS? IoT's built some support right there at 475. It's possible this could start moving. Not a lot of volume on it at the moment though. Anything else going on? Codex moving up. Acre apparently has been halted multiple times. And Acre looks like it wants to try to run some more. Oh, they came out with a press release at 8:32. Announced successful completion of vaccine prototype and obtained first images of VLP. So this is a pretty good press release. Oh, it messed you up. The Thinkorswim's not giving you market data. This is a pretty good press release. It's gonna be some we're kind of in this gap back here right now. So 560 is gonna be some resistance on this. 550. If it breaks 550 though, it's got room up to 8. So 550 is right here. Bam. Let's see, GNUS still trying to hold up, but it's real sketchy at the moment. Because they're starting to get a downtrend on it. We have our uptrend, but we're starting to get these lower highs. You can really see this downtrend on the 1 minute. All these candles tops hitting, and it's actually making a triangle, but it's a downtrend. So it's still kind of too early to tell what this is going to do right at this second. Oh, Acre, that's what I was looking at. Let me see. We put Acre on the watch list because Acre's got good PR. Good late PR. GNUS cracking out now, yeah. If this drops below 153, it is done. Most likely. See 153 trying to hold up there. Take IZA off. It's not doing anything. Get out of here. Whoops, what did I just do? Volume ICA, get you out of here. Acre. What's the SPY doing? The SPY's eating it some more. Oh yeah, the SPY is eating it some more. So we got the support right here trying to build. We'll see if that support holds on the SPY. We might be just be in a channel on the SPY. If this if the support doesn't crack, then could just be in some sideways consolidation for a while, which would be kind of sad because it will be slow. Oh yeah, GNUS really looking rough here. Really looking rough here. It's trying to hold up 150. If it does not hold up 150, 149, 150 area, then it's gonna dump off. So like right kind of at the bottom of this red candle and this green candle straight across, and then kind of where the right where the 9 is at as well. Actually, I think I changed this to the 13. But yeah, that's your support, your bottom support. If that cracks out, it's coming all the way back down. But I mean, this is a pretty good sell-off so far, so I'd say it probably is going to come back down. AIM, nothing yet there. PPMX, you are looking ugly. We'll take you off. ALT maybe has a chance. APDN. The Acre coming down. TVIX up to 230. See what's Gene doing. Don't like Gene. Look at IP and IMPX there, straight up from just ripped 20 cents straight up. No PR, nothing. Acre really selling off here, so Acre's is most likely done. VBIV, let's check it out, see what's going on with it. Yeah, if it breaks 2, it's got room to 210, and then 210 is going to be some strong resistance. Let's put this on the watch list for let's see what we got. Oh, it's very big float. Pretty barcodey too. But the float is really big on this. I mean, it's possible it could break. But you're talking about some really strong resistance. At this $2 area, basically $2 to 210. This whole little channel straight across the top of this chart. It's going to be pretty tough. Because it has a higher float, it's going to take a lot of volume. I've only had 6 million volume so far, so not quite enough volume to really move this. It's possible. We'll keep it on watch. We'll see if it can try to break. ALT is trying to break $5 here. Oh, there it goes. So this is probably going to start moving. So I'm going to let ALT do its thing. Because I feel like I kind of missed that entry as I was sitting there debating about it. But if it comes back down to 5, I don't want to see it shoot up too much. Like if this is as high as it goes, that would be great. And then if it comes back down to 5, then I could try to look for an entry. Because what we got going is some higher lows building. See this guys right here, each one of these pivot points? Low, low, high, high. So we started building higher lows on ALT. Oops. So as long as ALT don't rip through the roof here and it can come back down a little bit more, then I may look for an entry. Yeah, we're still building higher lows. If this comes back down to 5, I'm getting in. So right now I just gotta wait for it. It came all the way down to 508. That might have been where, okay, here it comes. Now it's starting to come back down some. See Genius coming back up some. GNUS trying to break back above all that resistance. And it may do it. It might not be 505, maybe 510 there it starts. I think it's got to be 505. Alright, now let's see here. Damn, that was quick. I came back down to, let's see. I'll make sure it's not going to crack out first, but. Alright, see if buyers start coming in here at 505, and they are a little bit. So I'm going to go. God, I got filled at 510 anyway. What a late fill, Thinkorswim. Great job. We want this 505 area to hold up. If it doesn't, then got to get out. So it could be like 493 or something. 494 maybe. Worst case, I think. But we'll see. There we go. Starting to push back up here. Dude's got to be a little careful on this play because it did have his giant red candle when it right at the beginning. Where it got halted. So if it starts selling too hard, that's why you got to be careful and get out. It's trying to come back down here. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Let's see. How low are you going to go down? See, that's what I was just talking about. You never know. You never know. That was a big red candle out of nowhere. Okay, they got a better entry. I thought we were building some higher lows right here on top of these highs, but that did not hold up. But $5 still should be pretty strong support, because we done broke through that. If $5 can't hold up, then that's an issue. Looks like we're going to close over $5 on this candle, possibly. 1 second. We're going to close, yeah, closed. So not too bad. We're still alright. What's up, Epic? Good morning, buddy. We're still alright on this. This is the problem with this stock, though. It can have big sell-offs really quick, so you got to be careful. We'll see. If this doesn't start getting bought up, this might crack. I might have to get out. Need to get back over 5. I don't want to be below 5. So we want this area, this $5 area. We want this to hold up as our new support. Cause we got new. Look at, whoops. Cause we got low, high, low, high, low, high. So as long as this area holds up, which there's a lot of buying that came in there to push this back up. As long as that holds up, then we should be moving back up here very soon. And you see more buying down here, pushing it up a little bit. Boy, it's really struggling to get back over 5, though. It needs to do it soon. what's happening right now is we're trying to build support at 5. That's what the buyers are trying to do, is trying to build 5 as new support. So it keeps getting pushed up. And the sellers are saying, no, we don't want it to be support. And the buyers are saying, but come on now. Come on now. You want it. You want it to be support. Whoops. But the overall direction right now, if you draw a trend line, the overall direction of this is pointing upwards. And we're still building higher lows as long as $5 can hold up. But I think if it drops below 490 again, it's not going to do anything. So we'll see. We got a bit of a sketchy area here. There we go. There the buyers come. There we go. Now we're seeing the $5 support. Maybe. Now we want to see it start pushing up, getting out of this $5 area, because if it keeps testing this $5 support, it's going to be no bueno. As you can see, the bottom of all these candles are right there. There we go. All right. Starting to push back up towards 510. We should start climbing up now at this point. We built that $5 support. Now we should be climbing up, trying to test this 537 area, 540 area. Trying to build a new high, unless this comes back down. So still not safe yet on this $5 area. Still some selling pressure that the buyers have got to take out. And that's what we want to see. Every time this comes down to $5, we want to see burst of green coming in of buyers showing that they're not letting $5 go down. Nothing solid yet. ALT has potential though. That's why I'm in on it. It's got the potential to move up. The overall chart is pointing in the upward direction if it can start pushing up here. I'm gonna move this because we know $5 is the area. Damn it, come on. But now, whoops. Now we basically just want this trend line to hold up. As long as this trend line holds up, it's all good. Trend line cracks, no bueno. Some selling pressure at 510 and 520 area there. So it's going to be a little slow because we don't have a lot of volume right now. This needs to get back over 5 here. Bottom of the trend line's at 493, so fat crack's got to get out. Starting to feel like the selling pressure may take over here soon. So not getting a lot of buying coming in on this at the moment. If buyers don't start coming in here, then this is going to crack. Where you Trap buyers. Getting out. All right. So start cracking the trend line. Got to get out. So still nothing really doing much so far today. Nothing can break out. This was trying to move up. It was moving in an upward direction, but now it's sad. Oh well. See GNUS. Yeah, GNUS has potential. Thing is, today is kind of sketchy because of the SPY. But yeah, GNUS is starting to look good. Possibly. I mean, there's still... Here's the problem, though. There's some... there's a lot of upper shadows. So there's still a lot of selling pressure in these upper areas over 170. I don't know if we have the market conditions for a big breakout. See, Mark is in on APDN. Let's see what APDN looking like. Well, Mark, you got a downtrend straight down. I don't know where you got in at, but right at this moment, it's testing this downtrend. Breaks over his downtrend, you could be good to go here. I've used all my funds today, so I can't do any. I can't make any more trades. I gave it a shot on 2 of them. $10 loss on the day. That's not, it's not nothing. UA. Let's look at UA. And check everything out. Yeah, UA's come back up. A bit of a sell-off. Yeah, it hit a new low. That's probably why. Hit a 637 new low. See, VBIV couldn't do anything. Let's take a look at Acre. Acre looks done. APDN still trying to break over that downtrend. If it doesn't break over this downtrend mark, this is going to probably dump. Back down to 13. BPMX. Let's take a look-see. What's the press release? They had a merger. These lights are hurting my eyes today. And there's nothing there yet I would trade. I mean, you're kind of, it's not much of a trend line, but maybe the start of a trend line right here, possibly, at 65 cents. If that can hold up, possibly. The other thing is it's on a downtrend. So he draws downtrend. It's right here at the downtrend. So that 60, this area needs to hold up as support, and then it needs to break above 65, 66 to show reversal. Right now we have no reversal yet. It's trying, but at the moment it's a little sketchy. Getting a bit of a squeeze on APD in here, because you got these higher lows forming. Got an overall downtrend. You can see it. The selling pressure is trying to hold it down. The buyers are trying to push it up, and it's getting squeezed right at $14. So it's either gonna. This is, like I said, it's either gonna drop hard, probably back down to 13, or it could possibly rip. It's cracking pretty hard though right now. Cracking that little uptrend. You also, if you look on the chart, there's a downtrend in volume on BMPX2. Volume has just been dying off completely on this straight down since this morning move, so gotta be careful. Let's see, 200 days, what is 200 days at? 62 cents. Yes, it did fall. See, Mark, I know you know what you're doing, but you can. I think every week I've been seeing you make this type of play, getting in right in the triangle. But I think at that point, it's kind of gambly, because you really need it to break above the downtrend. You might want to start waiting just a little bit longer to see if it's going to break above the downtrend and get some type of confirmation of that, because at this point, buying in right through here, you don't really know which way for sure it's going to go up. So it's really kind of a gamble. Might save yourself some headaches if you just wait a little bit longer on these squeeze plays. GNUS still having issues, but it's starting to build lower highs now. You got a high here. This is your main high of the day. So if GNUS is probably going to sell off here soon. Move all these lines. It's kind of the same thing that just happened on APDN is happening on GUNS. You're kind of starting to get a little squeeze triangle going on, or a bull flag if you want to look at it like a flag. There's your pole and it's a flag, but it doesn't really matter. So it's got to break back over 170 if it's going to make a move. If it can't do that, it's going to sell off. So BPMX actually breaking the downtrend so far. Like I said, if this is kind of the trend line, might be a decent buying opportunity, maybe. I mean, probably wait for a little bit more confirmation on it, because right now it's still kind of testing that downtrend a little bit. We don't know for sure if that's the trend line. Actually, the trend line would probably be more like this, not from that big green candle, but like that. This is the lowest this got, 150. That's fine. See, most of the candles though closed at 154, 155. It is. I mean, I'm not saying it's a great stock, but you might be able to, you know, if it does hold up this trend line, you might be able to get 10 cents out of it. It might try to climb back up to like 80 cents or something. Maybe, actually, I'd say it's probably going to struggle with 77. Like a 75-cent area. So even if this is the new trend line or whatever, I mean it's probably not gonna run dollars. It's got super resistance at $1, but maybe there's 10 cents in there. Like for possible scalp, maybe even scalp from 65 up to 75. Just off the trend line possibly. But no, it's not gonna be any big money. I don't think. So let's see what GNUS does here. See if it can get back over 170, if it's going to crack this little squeeze that's happening on it. I wouldn't buy any airlines right now. If you buy any airlines right now, you're buying in a very sketchy area. Because, I mean, it did hit a low of today, but we just broke this support. Like, all these airline stocks, like you can just see, you can draw a line straight across here. We just broke the bottom support that Delta has. That's the bottom support. So if you buy here, you don't know if it's going to come back up or not. It could just keep dropping off. You might as well wait and see. Let it see how far it's going to go. It's got to find support somewhere. If it doesn't come back up in the next couple of days and get back over this support, then it's going to have to find new support somewhere. And 1750 might be that support, but we really don't know. I mean, you're buying in right now. If you buy right now, you're buying in. It is very low, but it could go lower. So that's the thing you got to look at. How much lower could it go? I mean, there's a good potential to make some money today on a bounce right here. I mean, this is a clear-cut, nice little bounce play. You could have got pretty much $1 in profit on the way up so far. But that's just for a day trade. For long-term, you got to let some support happen. Yeah, I mean it's bouncing today, but like I said, you don't know. We just broke this bottom support, so there's no telling which way it's going to go at this point. What did you get in at 63.99, Stephen Packy? Stephen, I'm not even going to try to say your name because I'll butcher it. I started and then I was like, nah, let's not do that. Let's not even massacre this gentleman's name. Whoops, I just removed my little line. There we go. Oh, look at old Under Armour coming up there. I mean, all this. Look, I can show you exactly what's going on. This is the same exact pattern that's on DAL. UA, same pattern. This is Under Armour, and this is Delta. Same exact pattern. So you know what's going on here? The SPY is what's going on here. The SPY's got the same exact pattern. So, I mean, it's not like both of these moves. You could have just looked. You could have just had the SPY up because they're moving off the SPY. They don't have any PR or anything for them to really be moving. They're just moving with the way the market is moving. So on trades like that, all you gotta do is pull up the SPY. I mean, look at that. I clicked back and forth. You can see it. The SPY's a little bit more rounded out, but you know, it's the same pattern just about on both of them. Under Armour, whoops, TVIX. You see, that's the inverse ETN or whatever the shit it is, but it's the opposite of the SPY. But yeah. So, looking at the SPY, we know that we're testing support on the SPY. We just tested it today, but we don't know for sure if the SPY is going to hold up. There's a lot of negative sentiment going around right now. I'm still optimistic. I'm not going to jump boats yet and start turning pessimistic. I'm optimistic. You know, just because the SPY drops a little bit up here doesn't mean it's coming way back down. There's a lot of people who are predicting that, oh, it got held up at this resistance, so it's going to come all the way back down, something like this. It'd be a little bit wider, but I can't draw across the level 2 and stuff. But that could happen. I'm not ruling out any possibilities, but we could also just bounce off of this support and go up. Or we could just keep going sideways. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty, so sideways would be fine. You know, we've not went sideways any point in time during the coronavirus. It's been down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it may be just time for some consolidation here. Just a couple of weeks, maybe a month or two of sideways on the SPY. That could be a possibility. This is what it looks like to me. It just looks like we're starting a channel. You can draw the resistance there. You got the support here. We're in a channel. We broke up into this area that all these moving averages are at. So there's a lot of support and resistance in there. And so we're in this channel just bouncing around. Especially after seeing today's candle. If today's candle closes like this, then that's a decent sign that this is just a channel and we're going to be going sideways for a while. But yeah, you can see DAO coming up, and the same thing with the SPY. As long as the SPY is going up, this is going up. We may have to even look at that. If we get in a sideways channel like this with the SPY, we may have to switch to a different little strategy where we're buying these stocks that are hitting new lows again and buying them for these rebounds possibly, but we'll see. But yeah, that's just what's going on. So GNUS still barely holding up. See, a lot of buyers came in there though. So the buyers still aren't ready to give up on this yet. At least not yet. This may start cracking here in a second. See what AIM ever do. Oh yeah, AIM cracking all types of support. So this guy is done. We can take this off the watch list. Whoops. I ain't watching that, so I can take that off. Very low on the Under Armour. Yeah, ALT is going to dump off soon. So we can take that off. Well, maybe. It may not dump off yet. It's still possible it could be. I don't know. It doesn't look good. Oh, so you see there? GNUS cracked that. Look at that. Big sell-off. Big sell-off. And see, There's no reason to get in this until, like I said, it got back over 170. It never got over 170, so cracking off. You know, the first opportunity to make some money on this, besides buying right out the gate, which, you know, is a little sketchy, would have been right when this candle started breaking over this red candle, right where I got in there, that 160 area, and you could have got 19 cents. So it wasn't much on this play to get today. And that's it. That's it for GNUS. So a lot of stuff cracking down today. ALT is looking like it might sell off here soon. But alright guys, man, it's an ugly day. I kind of figured it was going to be an ugly day. That's why I didn't go too big on any positions. I only went 200 shares on GNUS. Only went 50 shares on ALT. I lost $10 today. Whoopity doo. You know, it's not a big deal. Of course, that probably could have been avoided if, you know, you kind of got that inclination. It might be a slow day. I could have probably not took those entries, but I feel fine with both of the entries I took. You know, on a harder day where we've got more volume and pushing up, I think they would have worked out. But it's one of them days. One Life was talking about it this morning before the market opened. He messaged me and said there was a lot of fear in the market. I said, I know. It could be a very, very quiet day. And that's what it seems to have been. See, I don't see, is anything ripped anywhere since pre-market? ALO, it's got a nice little slow climb pulling up. Okay, Acre had a rip, a pretty decent. Yeah, it was a good rip. So the only rip really was on Acre. I don't see anything else. I don't see Gene. Gene got a nice move. There's no way to tell, though, when to get in on that one. I don't know where One Life is. He's probably not trading because there's nothing to trade, really. Everything's been breaking down. You know? So, you gotta... When everything starts breaking down, you just gotta call it a day. IMPX. Well, it was right there on my... Why is this even running? Look how barcodey this is on the minute chart. It's so barcodey. But, I mean, it's made a move today for no reason whatsoever. There's no press release. The last press release was 2 days ago. Just, it's pretty pumpy to me. I mean, the fact we were barcodey for a little while and... yeah, I don't know. I do not know about that play. And the chart is so ridiculous. You can't even map out support and resistance. You kind of just got to go off of the last couple of days. And right now, you can see this is what One Life is looking at. It's right here at this resistance from Tuesday. So it's looking to try to break out from there, but it's a possibility. But you got this kind of resistance area straight across there. Is one. Ooh. 130. Let's see, what is this? 138. Yeah, 138 to like 144. That whole area's got a lot of resistance. resistance. The IMPX is very low float. I mean, we were on a downtrend too over the last couple of days, and it broke over that downtrend today. So now it is kind of in an uptrend. Although it's not, I mean, it went pretty high up, so the uptrend's kind of weird, but it's trying to get an uptrend. I mean, it's possible. And you got support right there, right across at 125. This is so barcodey. This stock is like got perfect support and resistance levels just about. Like for like it hit there 125 down, comes up, breaks 125, hits the 140, comes back down, and then it like bouncing back and forth between those before it cracked, and then came back up. Like it's so barcodey. This is all. It's got to be either no volume whatsoever, but still that'd be kind of odd. Or manipulation. But it's got this, it's right here, you know, trying to hold up the 125 support and trying to break the 140 resistance. So, I don't know. It's kind of in a channel. And BPMX still slowly climbing. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. That's a good point, Daniel. There maybe IMPX themselves are manipulating it to make sure they stay listed on the NASDAQ, because if you drop below $1 on the NASDAQ and you're listed on the NASDAQ, then you have to do something to get back above $1. All right, Sways, have a good one, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow's a little bit hotter than today. Today's a kind of a meh feeling day. All right, guys. Any questions, suggestions, or ideas? Get them in. We'll give the stream about 10 more minutes here. If you guys do have any questions or anything. Ugh. If IMPX was to break 150, though, if it did get through all this and break through 150, it could go crazy. It was a nice climb there. 33 up to $47 move on this stock. That's a nasty move. Nice. Nice, Mark. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that idea of selling Bitcoin at that 10K and then buying at the next dip. I mean, I don't pay that much attention to Bitcoin, but that's a good plan instead of saying if it breaks 10K, it's going to the moon. A lot of them Bitcoin guys are like, a lot of the people who trade the Bitcoin are like, if it breaks 10,000, it's going to 20,000. And then it's going to 30,000. Bitcoin is the future. It's going, it's going, it's going. And you know what Bitcoin does? It never goes. The Bitcoin is the perfect example of how people move things. Like when I say people move stocks, the same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you know, it was a good idea when it came out. Investors bought it when it was super cheap, going on a little gamble, and then of course they become millionaires because of that, of Bitcoin, because of how high it ran. But like once it got up into the thousands, it's like, okay, this thing went from, being 10 cents all the way up to $2,000 or $3,000, and people thought it was just going to keep ripping, which it did. It did rip all the way up to 20 something. I forget what it ripped to, but at the 10,000 point, the people who started buying it was everybody. Like, not people who had no idea about the stock market or investing or anything. Like, you had people who were like your barber was like, "Oh, did you buy some Bitcoin? You gotta buy Bitcoin." Like, everybody was buying it. Everybody. It was ridiculous how many people were buying it who had no idea even what it was. They were just buying it because, like, a lot of people lost their houses and stuff on that. Some people got extremely rich with Bitcoin, and some people lost a lot of money with Bitcoin. But that's the perfect example of how, if something gets around like that, it can be pushed up. But you got to be smart. You got to be the smart investor who was in Bitcoin way earlier. You don't want to be the person buying in to Bitcoin at $10,000 after it just ran from 15 cents or whatever to $10,000. You don't want to be that person buying at the top like that. Yeah, it's like the Tulip Mania story, exactly. Bitcoin and Tulip Mania is a similar thing where people are dumb. Look at this BMPX. What I tell you? What I tell you about this guy? If it held up this little thing, it might start moving up some. It was 5 cents so far you could have scalped out of this guy. Are you telling me to Google it? I know the story. I don't know it word for word or heart for heart, but I know the premise of Tulip Mania. It's like the same thing with Bitcoin. It's the same thing. That's why I was just making an example, just because we were talking about Bitcoin. I just wanted to make the example of how people can be ridiculous and push things up that shouldn't be pushed up that high. And you don't want to be those people. You want to be the people who are in way before the big push up. But yeah, Mark definitely has a lot of good calls. For a newer trader, that boy is studying. Mark is a true student of the stock market. It's like he is always studying. So I'm glad to have you a part of the community, Mark. With all that studying you do, you put out a lot of good information to read and articles and stuff like that. That's what I like. I like building a community where everybody's got something going on. A lot of you guys have been doing good with that too. So I'm tooting Mark's horn, but I know everybody else has been doing good too. So don't get jealous of the Mark tooting. But Daniel B was tooting Mark's horn, so I figured I would join in. Because Daniel B doesn't toot horns very often. Daniel B rarely likes to toot horns. Alright, guys. Well, if there's no more questions or anything, I think I will call it a day. No, it's pretty slow. Look at that, BMPX still. Oh, let's see where to get to. Got to 70 cents. That's as far as it got. So far. It still could keep climbing, but. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for Friday. We'll see what Friday brings us. You guys have a great rest of your day. If there's anybody in there who hasn't joined that Facebook group, go join the Facebook group, Framework Fortune Day Trading. And I will approve you. But yeah, you You guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time.